This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So have you verified on the net what are the elements has in HTML and all?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me?
Um, so I looked into div since I saw it a lot, and it's basically like dividing up the content.
I mean,
And
have you collected them any of the Excel sheet or notepad or somewhere?
yeah, I have it in my notes, but it's like random.
That is fine. Can you share with me then?
Yeah.
So we have a chart right here, so you can just push all of them.
Where do I put it?
Now we have a chart right here. In the GoToMeeting, so we have a chart, right? Chat box.
Oh,
So you can
yeah,
paste all of them. Yeah.
yeah. Um,
So still, I mean, sorry for that. My voice is not uh, that good, but
that's
yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
Sorry, my laptop's slow right now.
Okay, you are sharing your screen.
I can't share my screen.
Yeah, either you mean you can share or you can send those
Yeah,
to.
putting
Okay.
it in. And then this is another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay.
there is a style one. So,
Okay. That's fine. No.
it's not coming.
Yeah, yeah. So my screen is visible, right? I think so. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's-
Okay. So this is a folder that we created the first day. Okay. And I told you yesterday, right?
mhm,
So why I have created this file name as index. Okay. So
mhm,
let us say, example, we have a website of 10 pages or 20 pages or like 30 pages. Okay, a number of pages we have. Okay, but
mhm.
how we used to define a web page when you open something in any website, we have a lot of a number of pages. Why or how the system knows that this is the only first page it has to open when user enters something www.website.com in the browser,
The
right?
home page. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that is home page. So among them, 10 or 20 or 30, whatever the count it is. Okay, so in all of them, how a browser knows. Okay, so I have to open the home page first, so I may have like a lot of pages, right?
Mhm,
So that is the reason that I made this file name as index.html. So you have to remember that when a HTML file has index, so our browser considers that this is a home page, and the browser will execute this as a first page.
mhm.
Okay, and
Okay.
yeah, and mainly you have to understand here, not exactly the browser. So because if you keep a file name as about.html or myname.html or something samsung.html, everything will be executed by browser. But whenever we enter some domain name like www dot something, some domain name.com, wherever the server that we are hosting in the sense we are keeping all our files into that. Okay, so the servers first understands that, okay, this is the index.html page, and I have to trigger when user enter a domain name in the browser, I have to trigger this page first.
Mm.
So that is the reason majority of the places that if you see, you may have a like one or two HTML files, but definitely index.html file should be there.
Okay.
As I told you, then the browser understands. I mean, the server first understands that, so it will look for index.html only. The server first verify that index.html file only. So if you keep like 20 or 30 HTML files and there is no index.html, how it is going to display in the browser? Whenever you enter that domain name www.somedomain.com, it will print all the list of pages, whatever there in the hosting, whatever the files that we have. So simply the browser shows all of them. But when you keep an index.html in between those files, so whatever you have written in the index.html, that will only trigger, and that the content, I mean the elements, whatever you have written here, those content only will be populated as a home page.
Okay.
Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
the second thing that we should understand that we cannot simply keep the files like this. But if you're making a website, you may need like a lot of CSS files, you may need a lot of HTML files, you may need like lot of images files, you may need JavaScript files. So we have to keep all of them in a certain way, and we have to follow some standards for it. So how I'm going to create a folders here? In the same way only, you can create a folders in your mission, and you can practice the HTML and CSS and JavaScript going forward. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
first you have to create a one folder, that's like as I created a session. In the same way, you can create your own folder and make sure there is one HTML file should be there as index.html. You can place n number of HTML files, but index.html file should be there. Okay. After that, we need to create certain folder CSS, and make sure to remember that no uh, uppercase or no title case. All of them should be in lower only, the folder names here. Okay.
Okay. One question. How do I get the index thing? Because I was downloading it when you showed me last time.
What is your question?
The how do I get index.html?
No, no, you won't get anywhere. You have to create manually.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to follow along, or I'm just watching.
Okay. Then in such a case, we'll do one thing. Once I done this, right?
Uh
Next
huh.
10-15 minutes, I'll ask you to share your screen. Then I'll explain.
Okay.
So you can do from your side. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So this is the folder structure that we have to do. So it is not something really necessary, not necessary just to create a folders here. You can come out of this US section where this US section is there exactly. Right click, is reveal in file explorer. So you will reach to a location where this folder has been created. So here itself you can create your files and folders. Okay,
Uh-huh.
you're following, Darshana?
Yeah. Yeah.
So here itself you can create your files and folders. Now let us say that I'm going to create a one more folder here as images, and see the folder has been created here as well.
Oh, mm.
Okay, and now I'm going to create a one more folder here as JS. J stands for JavaScript, and if you observe that folder, now you can see like JS folders also there. I mean, whatever that here we are actually not creating something new. Whatever the folder that I created for a project or for a website, the same folder itself I have opened in the Visual Studio Code. So Visual
Mm-hmm.
Studio Code is something like rocket science that something is creating by default. So you have to create all of them.
Okay.
And it's the standard folder structure that you have to follow whenever you're doing that, practicing, or whenever you're creating, files, or whenever you're making, small web pages. Make sure to do all this.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can let me make you as a presenter so that, yeah, now you are the presenter. You can show me your screen.
Okay. One sec. Can you see it? Is it visible? Hello?
Sorry, I was talking on mute. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
can see your screen. Yeah, I was screen. I was not able to see your screen and all. Okay, so now it is asking like open folder, right? So first, just click on that open folder. So you have to create a one folder here. Okay, it should be like your date. Don't create like that. Make sure to create in such a place where it won't impact any other things. So usually for important things, how we are going to save and all, right? The
Yeah,
same. If you have a drive like D drive or E drive, so you can keep your files folders there. No, I
I
don't think
don't.
so. Okay, fine, no issues. But later also you can take care of that.
Okay.
Yeah, create one folder here.
What should I call it?
No, that's yeah, that's up to you.
Okay.
Practice name you can give.
Do I select the folder?
Just select that folder. Yeah. Now you are in your folder. Just click on that yes. Yeah. So now, yeah, just click on the text file. Yeah. Now save it this. Control yes. Yeah. Change that the plain text to HTML.
Oh, plain text
No, that
HTML.
yeah format. Yeah. Mm.
Um,
No, 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 no. No. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I told you yesterday. So you are not supposed to give the name however you want for HTML file. Make sure first rule
uh
is make sure all the words should be in lowercase
huh.
and no more spaces and no more title case. So for a best practice, you can give like for the first file you can give name as the index.html. I mean you can just add enter index.
Okay.
You have to remember all of them, Darshana.
Okay.
Okay. I
See.
hope you are making some notes.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So now, see, now it is showing that, excuse me, it is showing that, that orange color icons and all, right? Now press that
Oh,
shift
shift
one.
to one.
Yeah. Just click the enter button. Yeah. So this is how the code will be generated. So we used to call this as like boilerplate template. That means like so we no need to write something like HTML head body blah blah blah. All these things we no need to write. Everything it will be created. So simply we need to change that. Like for example, if you want to keep some name for your page index page, you can write in the title. Right now the document is selected, right, in the
Yeah.
HTML file. There you can give whatever the title that you want to see in the browser.
Okay.
Line number
Here.
line number six. Line number six. We have a title. I told you
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah. So you have to follow all of them. There's otherwise you'll forget everything. So if you
Uh-huh.
want to see the title, if you want to whatever the title that you want to see for your website, text you can keep it in this title elements between.
Okay, here. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and then do I have to add a page or?
No, no. Why you are doing? You can simply change that. No, first the title you can change.
Okay,
Okay. Now
that's
save it.
one
Now save it. Yeah.
saved.
So come back to that folder that where you created this. Now in index just double click on that. Or open right click open with Chrome browser or something. Okay, now your HTML page is ready. So the title, whatever you gave in the code, the same UI is displaying here.
Okay.
But there is no content in the body element.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is empty. So now you can write anything in the body. I mean, whatever the elements that you have practiced, right? Just add any like H1 paragraph or whatever it is.
Like here?
Yeah, here there only. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the reason yesterday I told you to now practice something in the notepad, so you no need to feel uncomfortable when you write something.
Yeah. Let's see. Mm,
Okay, so it's like something you have copy paste. Okay, that is fine. But hold on.
yeah. Sorry.
Go back to that. See, if you observe that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, paste it. I'll tell you, paste it.
Okay.
Okay, see, if you observe that.
Oh,
Elements
this.
has been yeah elements has been repeated twice, right? So
Yeah.
between the body element, okay, so line number 8 and line number 17, in between purely elements, only element should be there. The body element should not part of that having HTML or title or head, all these elements, because we have
Oh,
already those elements above, right?
yeah. So from here,
No,
do I delete this?
you can remove body as well, yes, because we have already body at line number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now body started and body ended, and
Uh-huh.
in between we have some elements like H1, P, HR, P, whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
whenever you do that copy paste, also make sure to check. You cannot simply copy the code wherever you want. From okay,
Uh-huh.
you can take the reference, but end of the day, it has to be in a structured way. Now save it and go back to that UI and just refresh the page. So you will get the same output because, as I told you, right? Even though you have written like a wrong kind of code, our browsers got updated. So still they will excuse us, even though you have no right, even if you have written something wrong. We don't see
Mm-hmm.
much in the output.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you understand in this H2, and you have written HR also, right? What
Mm-hmm.
stands for HR? In line
HR.
number 11, you have written HR, human resource.
Yeah. Uh,
No, when it comes to HTML, HR is for HR stands for horizontal row, not that HR. Okay,
okay.
okay. So that is the reason. If you observe the browser, there is a one line which occupies the entire web page.
Yeah.
When this is my first page, and after this is the footer something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is called like horizontal row.
Okay.
And And yeah, so you are good, right? So I can share screen, right?
Yeah. Do I have to add the CSS?
Uh,
What
You,
was it?
you know how to write the CSS under? If you know, you can write it, I think.
So it's new folder. Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Create it, create it.
CS, oh, CSS.
Mm-hmm.
And then it should. Let me just check. Yeah. Okay. And then next one is
Both folders are
images.
same, right? It's not in other location.
No, it's in the same location. Oh,
Then obviously it will get updated whenever you do some changes here.
wait. Why did it do that?
You're doing something because I don't see anything.
Oh, you don't. I'm good. I'm just figuring it out.
Okay. Then yeah, let me share my screen quickly.
I'm
Okay.
almost done. Yeah.
Okay. Is my screen is visible to you?
Yeah, yeah, I see it.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So now when it comes to HTML, that we just where is that folder? In Google Chrome, and yeah, this is the page, right? So now I want to do something here, like first I want to apply a background color of this. Okay. And for directly to body element, one second.
Should I delete the other stuff I pasted?
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
No, you simply just follow these instructions, nothing else. While you are
Okay.
doing practicing, if you have any questions, just let me know. That's it.
Hmm.
One second, just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the by default the background color is white here. Now I want to change that background color to something else. So right now I am using only HTML. I did not started anything related to CSS. So when we are going to start the CSS, then I'll give a heads up to you, like the HTML part is done, and sometimes we have to go parallel HTML and CSS. Okay. I'll tell
Okay.
you whenever I use CSS syntax or CSS properties. So still I'm using that HTML only. Okay. So now
Okay.
by default the color is white. So now I'm going to change this to basic color. Okay. So something like orange. Okay. So let me save this and reload this page. Okay. So whenever I'm explaining, no, you please don't practice that same thing.
Okay.
Okay. So you will miss the points.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
taking
so this
notes.
section is, yeah, this section is recording, right? So you can take the recorded later, and you can just follow the recorded session. So for a practice purpose.
Yeah, I'm just taking notes.
Yeah. You know what? I would suggest first just focus on this. If you are not trying to make notes and all, right, you definitely forget that maybe you're good enough to write the or follow the properties or syntaxes, but whatever I'm telling, right, that information
Uh-huh.
you cannot definitely carry, and you can put in the paper. Okay.
Okay.
If
Okay.
something is really important, then I'll ask you to make a note of them.
Okay.
Otherwise you will
Yeah.
get distracted. So, okay, so now
Mm.
I have applied a background color using with one keyword here as a BG color. So now what stands for BG color is background
Background.
color. Okay, and we have written body like this and BG color like this. So how we gonna consider this? This body is a element. I told you, right? This is called element, and this BG color is now called for attribute. So for each and every element will have some attributes. So if you go for a H1, let us say if I go for a H1, H1 may have a lot of attributes, okay, which elevates the H1 and which is now used for a H1. And for in some cases, we have a common attributes that we can use for other elements. At the same time, vice versa. We can use attributes only for that specific elements only. Okay, so what you have to understand, we have a lot of elements in the HTML. Okay, but each and every HTML element has some attribute. How we gonna write that? Just give a space whenever you start the element. Just give a space and write that attribute,
Mm.
and that attribute should have some value also. This is the structure of the element and attribute. I'm just giving as a reference. Okay, there is no such element called element in HTML, and there is no such property or attribute called attribute. Okay, and this is just a reference for your understanding. Now you can understand that this element can match with body, and this attribute can match with BG color, and there is no empty area here now. So I can give you like value. Now this value is orange. Something we can
Okay.
understand. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So why you can see like BG color as a red color here?
To differentiate it.
Sorry? No,
To
no, no,
differentiate.
no, no. Maybe no. This Visual Studio Code you can see in a different color here. But the point is, let us say now I'm going to write a one more element here. Okay, as IMG is the element and SRC is the uh, no attribute for it. But in the same way, body is also one kind of element and IMG also kind of element. But when I use that SRC as a property for IMG, it is not showing any red color. But when I use the BG color attribute for a body, it is showing red color.
Oh.
So if the Visual Studio Code is want to highlight that attributes, then SRC also should be in red color, right?
Mm. Yeah.
You're getting my point?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you can just simply hover on this. So now it will tell you like background color for the document. This method is non-conforming. Use CSS property on the element instead. So when that HTML is growing, like right now the the latest version in the HTML5, latest version since it's been almost 8 years or maybe 10 years approximate. I don't remember exactly when that HTML5 came. So okay, maybe more than 10 years I can say. Lot
Mm-hmm.
of attributes has vanished. We can say that there is no use of them, but still the browser support, as I told you, that browsers are very good, enough to understand that the elements and attributes. Okay, so this
Mm-hmm.
BG color is not at all suggestible to use for a body element.
Mm.
Okay, but this is the HT. As I told you that I'm only explaining the HTML properties, elements, and attributes. So I'm just explaining this. So instead of that, we can do even this VS Code also suggesting that use the CSS background color. So if you want to use that, we have to use one more attribute called style, and we have to add some. CSS property. This is CSS
Mhm.
syntax or property, you can say. Now you can give whatever the color that you want to. Okay, so I don't want to use any code now.
Okay. Question.
Yes, please.
So if the code is red, does that technically mean an error, or is it something else?
Yeah, definitely. See, let us say now, if you forget to add this, right? It shows some
Yeah.
error, no? See,
Yeah.
yeah. But this error, you may see in maybe popular IDs like a VS Code, or you can see Notepad plus plus also you can see that. But not in Notepad, you won't get any kind of this.
Okay.
Yeah, so even though if you written some wrong syntax and all, it won't execute. So I mean that is where that people will start practicing something in the HTML and CSS in the Notepad, not sorry in the Notepad only. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever they assume that they have written in a correct syntax, but when it comes to browser, they won't get the output. Then they will go back to the Notepad and they will check like line by line. Like sometimes maybe instead of making style they can write something else like STLYE, which is wrong
Yeah.
attribute, right?
Yeah.
So this is the reason whenever they write something background color, maybe they may forget to add the hyphen between background and color.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all these cases will be validated.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now
Mm-hmm.
I'm just keeping this color for today, so we'll more focus on that thing. So next, if you look at the any of the website, most of the time what we can see mainly in the website is text, images, and some blocks. Text, image, blocks. So apart from these three, we can able to see now forms. So now we'll go by one. Let us say we want to put some what you can say image. Let's open that facebook.com. So this is actually a image. You can ask me like how do you know that this is image? So this is very clearly that when the cursor comes to text, the text cursor is something like this. When
Yeah.
it comes to image, the cursor is bit different. And whenever you feel that it is image, just make sure to right click on this. So you will get like save image or copy image, all these options. So now
Mm-hmm.
what we are going to do, so let us first fill this background color to our page. Let us do that.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we know that, or I know what background color that they have been using in this facebook.com? Is
Going.
it easy to find that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Inspect,
okay, inspect.
and then uh, is there an option to search
Where?
in?
Okay, so we have this one inspect element, that just click
Yeah.
on that and select anywhere to this entire
Uh-huh.
thing. Okay, and check that right click. You don't see, yeah, background color. You have see that F4, F2, F2, F5. This is we used to call that hexa code, where it will
Yeah.
contain like 3 to 6 digits maximum. And nowadays we are going to see like 8 digits as well. Last 2 digits is really making that density of the color. Okay, that we can discuss later. But what we can do, we can simply just click on this, and you can copy this code. And what you can do, you can place here and just reload this again. Now you can see the same color, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let us take this image, right click, save image. So you cannot save wherever the place you want to. Okay, so I told you that create one folder, right, for a project.
Uh-huh.
In new session we have images folder. Just click on that, and the file name may come different while you are saving, but For your understanding, put that the correct name and save as typo. You get sometimes you may get like .jpg format, png format, and svg format and all. So first let us save this all these formats and all we can discuss in one separate class. Now how you we want to insert that image in the page. Okay, so to make paragraph how we have a p element, to headings how we have a h1 h2 elements, in the same way to for images we have an element called img, stands for image. No, don't forget, we do not have a such element called image. We have only element called img,
Okay.
and there is no separate ending tag for image
Yeah.
like this. See, even if I'm trying to make this, no, it is not actually allowing me. Okay, there is no
Oh,
separate ending tag for img. So what you can do at the end before you closing this, before you closing this greater than, you can make this like this. So now img, let us save this first and come back to this browser and reload this. You get anything?
no.
Nothing, right? Because you have
Yeah.
initialized the img element, but you did not provide that any source where the image is located and what kind of format it is and nothing, right?
Uh-huh.
So for img we have a attributes called src. In this src, so it will ask you where is the path of the image. So now you are in index.html file here. Okay, when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to uh, when you actually looking this, right, this folder structure, you are writing
Yeah.
image index.html file and your image is there in images folder. So in such a case, image images, so vs code will give you like the support. So it is
Oh,
asking a lot of things, but we have a facebook.svg,
okay.
right? And
Yeah.
save it. So now you can
Oh,
see we have a Facebook image.
oh, okay.
Now we can reduce this. Okay. For that, for img element, we have again few more attributes where uh, uh, 200 width and height. Let us say 50. Not sure how it is going to come like this.
Mm.
Or 200 and 100. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of giving this width and height, in the same way how we have applied the style and all, even though we can apply the same style tag also here also, like a style width 400 pixels. Whenever you add a style, right, the CSS, we have to, one second. So you have to give px values for it.
Okay. Style is the only one that's CSS right now, right?
Yes, yes. So I'm just
Okay.
trying to give you as I told you, right. So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to travel parallelly with HTML and CSS.
Okay.
Okay, save it and check it. You won't get any difference here because the dimensions we have gave same, but
Mm-hmm.
earlier we gave in uh, at HTML attributes. Now we gave CSS properties. Any
Mm.
questions so far?
No.
Okay, so can you practice the same thing now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just leaving to. You can share your screen and now show me that.
Hold on a sec. Where's this share screen? I'm not able to share it.
Let me make you presenter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now you are the presenter.
Okay. Is it good? Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I'll go ahead and delete the what I have right now.
No, you can keep it that IMG thing. You can write in your own way.
Okay.
First, remove everything between the body tag. Yeah, yeah.
So first, for background color, it'll be
Okay, background color even you can give later. So first,
okay.
I want you to write the IMG element.
Oh, IMG.
Hmm.
Um. Okay. Image is it's not inside the body, right?
No, inside the body in the sense not like that. No, between line
Yeah.
number 9 to line number 13. That is entire body. You can remove
Oh,
everything.
okay. That's
Yeah, yeah. So now, yeah, you can write here.
wait. I didn't download the image yet.
I mean, uh, okay. At least you can write that syntax. Okay, so that is the difference, no? So whenever you are doing that, no, you simply written. You are not even started the less than tag. You straight away enter that IM. So the VS Code supports that that autocomplete option suggestions it is giving. For best practice that you have to start that element with the less than then
Oh,
IMG. That is how you should practice. That's what I'm trying to say.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now even if you get suggestions, now you can take, but but not like that. Okay.
Okay. So image, and then
So I'm just sharing that code to you here in the uh, chart.
uh,
So reference.
image SCR. Do I click it?
SRC source. Yeah, not SCR, SRC. Yeah. So let us
And
assume that you have saved one image in images folder.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, images slash something. So right now there is no right.
Yeah, but it will pop up
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So now what you can do, right? So you can just practice this, and put instead of I did the Facebook logo, right? You can download
Yeah.
any of the other image, any of the logo, okay, and make
Uh-huh.
save them in images folder, at least three images. Okay, so this is your task. Okay, put three images,
Uh-huh.
and you can give that width and height in a proper way, and each and every image should contain the horizontal row.
Other.
Okay,
Okay. Horizontal.
and yeah, horizontal HR. I told you right just now. I mean, just initially in
Oh
the
yeah,
start.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
No, you are actually forgetting very soon.
No, I remember the line.
How to no, you have to remember all of them, Darshana.
Okay.
Okay, and if possible, each and every image you can add like one heading like H1 or H2.
Mm.
Okay, so one heading, one image, horizontal row. One heading, one image, horizontal row. One image, sorry, one heading and one image. Just
Okay.
practice in that.
Yeah. I
Complete
think
it, and huh? Sorry.
I should already have some logos.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to add, you can add. There is no restriction on it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Sorry.
What were you gonna say?
No, no, I didn't say anything. No, you
Oh,
can
okay.
practice that, and complete it by tomorrow session.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and whenever we start the session, no, you have to show me that.
Okay.
Okay, so I cannot, continue the session anymore as I'm sick, right? So yeah, so you can
Yeah.
practice this. Maybe it take like next 1 to 2 days for me to recover.
Uh-huh.
Then we can discuss more points.
Okay.
Okay,
Got
just
it.
practice it. Yeah,
Yeah, I will. Hope you feel
thank you.
better.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you.
Thank you. Bye.